Adjunct Professor Moran, Microeconomics 112. In this session, we're going to discuss why pure competition is the ideal and why it will result in the greatest production of goods and services at the lowest cost, thus satisfying as many wants as possible and maximizing wants through the lowest price possible. This will not be achieved by the other forms of competition, monopolistic competition, oligopoly, and monopoly, as will be demonstrated in later videos. Let's review for a minute what economic efficiency is. Economic efficiency is the greatest satisfaction of wants possible, knowing we will never do that because of the dilemma between unlimited wants and limited resources, which results in scarcity. In order to satisfy as many wants as possible, we have to have full employment and full production. Full employment is when all of your resources are employed in production of goods and services. Full production is a combination of productive and allocative efficiency. Productive efficiency is the least cost method of production. Nothing says least cost method of production than price equals average total cost min. Allocative efficiency is producing the mix of goods and services most desired by society. And as we will demonstrate, this is achieved when price equals marginal cost. So, a purely competitive industry will allow these to occur, and given full employment will result in economic efficiency, which is not the case under the other conditions of competition. Productive efficiency is goods and services produced in the least costly way. Our decision criteria for a pure competitive firm is marginal revenue equals price equals average revenue equals demand. They're all the same because of the perfectly elastic demand curve of the individual firm in this industry, because they are price takers from the market. If we set that equal to marginal cost, that will give us the best scenario for each producer: profit max, loss min, and shutdown. In the long run, these will also equal average total cost min, as explained in the last several sessions. This will require the minimum amount of resources to produce a particular good, and that results in the lowest price given costs and resources. Nothing says least cost method of production like average total cost min. No one will produce less than average cost min in the long run. So that is the least cost method of production. It will give us productive efficiency. Allocative efficiency is making the mix of goods and services most desired by society. The purpose of price is to measure the relative worth or marginal benefit of an additional unit of a product. The opportunity cost, the price is an opportunity cost of the goods foregone. And price will either result in allocated efficiency or an underallocation or an overallocation of goods. When price is greater than marginal cost, there will be an underallocation of resources to that good. Businesses will forego profits. They should add more resources until price equals marginal cost. The discrepancy indicates that society values more units of this good. For example, if you take price equals marginal cost, society should be producing here. But if this business stops here, where price is greater than marginal cost, then this will be the amount produced. But society, from the market equilibrium, wants this amount. This amount times the number of producers will not result in the amount desired. As a result, this is said to be an under-allocation. So when price is greater than marginal cost, price not equal to marginal cost, price greater than marginal cost, will result in this amount produced. Now, notice that they're making more per unit on this amount. But by producing more, although the marginal cost is rising because of the principle of diminishing marginal returns, costs are going up. Even though costs are going up, price is still greater than marginal cost. And by doing this, the business is foregoing this area of profits. And so the profit per unit is less, it is still contributing to the profits of the business. This is the invisible hand. The business will not stop here because they will continue to produce until marginal cost equals price, giving us allocative efficiency. An overallocation will result when price is less than marginal cost. So, given society's mix, this is the market price. The market wants price equals marginal cost and this quantity produced. Allocated efficiency. But this quantity represents an over-allocation. Here, the business has produced too many goods. Its price is less than marginal cost. Price less than marginal cost. The business is losing money on these units. It's not necessarily that it's eliminated all of its profits, but its total profit will be reduced by this rectangle, where price is less than marginal cost. And so there is a strong incentive on the business's part to maximize profit, to reduce its production from this point to this point. By doing so, it'll drive down its marginal cost because of the principle of diminishing marginal returns to this point, which represents the mix of goods and services most desired by society, which results from the equilibrium in the market between supply and demand. This is an efficient allocation. Pure competition, the marginal benefit equals the marginal cost. Society's resources are being allocated efficiently. They're producing at the least cost method of production, average total cost min, and they're being produced where price equals marginal cost. Here the cost is too high. They don't want as many of these goods. Reduced production and marginal cost will fall because of the principle of diminishing marginal returns. Here there's not enough being produced, given society wants this price and this quantity. So they forego this profit to capture this profit back. They'll produce more, but as they produce more, because of the principle of diminishing marginal product, marginal cost will rise. But although marginal cost is rising, as long as it's less than price, they're contributing to profits and will eventually produce the desired amount. No one's telling anybody what to do. Everybody's following their own selfish best interest. And businesses will do this, and as a result of no barriers to entry, full information, products are identical, the assumptions of a purely competitive market, both productive and allocative efficiency will be met. Pure competition, the ideal, the best type of business competition for society.